The following program contains live psychic tarot readings, personal insights, and intuitive guidance intended for entertainment and self-reflection.
Welcome to Shaheer Knows Live, where I take your questions and give you my answers from the great beyond. As always, we have an amazing show planned for you guys tonight. A lot of people have booked in their readings in advance, so we will start off with the readings for the walkies who have booked their readings in advance, and then we will move on to the queue. उससे पहले कि हम आज का show start करें, we will be doing some readings for the people who have booked their readings in advance. So we are going to be starting off with those readings. I have a bunch of questions lined up over here, and we are going to do those readings. So here we are going to do, we have a bunch of questions here. All right, let's see. First, should I continue with ACC or change my degree as a whole? Will things work out? Is the marriage in the cards? All right. So we are going to start off with a 7-card reading. So here we go. We're going to put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 point for the walkies. We're doing a reading for Iman. And this is a 7-card reading. So here we go.
It's time for a 7-card reading.
All right, let's see what is happening in the cards, what the cards are saying about the situation. Let me just open the comments tab over here so we can keep a track of everything that's going on. Irsa, Samya, Irsam Yaya कह रहे हैं podcast is facing a bit of a delay because Azdan is not feeling well. So my co-pilot is not feeling well, which is why we have to wait 2 more days until we record the podcast, and then we will be uploading it. So थोड़ा सा patience दिखाने की ज़रूरत है. We will be uploading the podcast hopefully in about 2 to 3 days, given the time that we're going to edit it also. We're doing a 7-card reading for Iman on the big boy table. The first card has jumped out. It is card number 14, which is the Temperance. Card number 2 has also jumped out. I'm going to put it over here. Let's see what is happening. Third card has also jumped out. I'm going to place it over here. Both the cards have turned out face down. Only one card is facing up, meaning that there is a lot that is happening, Iman, which you are not being able to see or realizing. All right, let's see. All right, your 4th card has come out, your 5th card, and let's see, this is a 7-card reading, guys. The 6th card has jumped out, and I'm going to take out your 7th card also, which I'm going to place on the side over here, which we are going to switch to on at the end. All right, let's see what is going on in Iman's case. She's asking about if she should change her degree as a whole, or if she should continue with it or not. So there's a card that's appearing upside down over here. So definitely things are not going, and this is the study card. This is the card of education. As you can see, this is the only character that holds a book in their hand in all of tarot, and you can see this book in their hand, but this card appears upside down, meaning that things are not working out as they should. Perhaps very poor skills in terms of studying and going forward, but things, I see that things are not quite working out. The card is appearing upside down, Iman, so we see that things are not working out in the present regarding your studies. In the future, however, I'm seeing you're getting the judgment card, often known as the card of resurrection, often known as the card of reset. All right. So this to me indicates very obviously that a reset definitely needs to be done, and the change of degree is very well much so in the card. So the first thing I want to tell you is that definitely go for the change of degree, because things are not going according to plan, and it is not really giving you that fruitful element that you are wanting out of this degree, man. So that is what I see happening over here. In the past, however, you were going back and forth and you were able to keep things afloat. We're seeing the card of ultimate flow. You're able to flow through this one way or the other. You're making ends meet, you're making it happen. However, in the present and in the future, I'm seeing that complete 180-degree shift in energy and overall. Looking at the trajectory of your future, I would say that there is definitely a change of degree needed. And that is definitely what should be done, or else you are going to keep running into these circles that you have been stuck in for a while. So ये पहली बात है. This above I would say row over here is showing exactly what needs to be done. Education wise, Siri, activate the Goblin King. All right, let's see what is happening over here. Let's see what is happening over here. Siri, activate the Goblin King, and let's see what's happening in the row on the bottom. Let's see what's happening in the row on the bottom. All right, now you are asking about, will things work out? Is marriage in the cards? But I am afraid. All right, so the first thing that we see happening over here, that the person or your partner or the male figure in this story are definitely being represented as the husband card. All right, so typical husband personality is coming forward. They're being represented as the husband, so not as a boyfriend, not as somebody who's a lover, but as a husband, definitely willing to take up the responsibility, and financially strong also. This is a card of financial stability, so that is what we see happening over here. The situation is describing itself over here as the husband is in play. The obstacle is all the previous relationships or perhaps experiences that you have gone through are becoming the obstacle, as we can see the obstacle over here. However, the lesson card comes face down, which is why perhaps you're asking this question. So the person at play over here is very much willing to be doing as perhaps you would want them to do. And the obstacle, however, we are seeing that all the past experiences that you have been through, one is a bigger one over here than many, I would say, mini ones over here being represented in the background. They are the ones that are really bombarding your mindset into thinking maybe this history is going to repeat itself, maybe things are going to flow the same way. So this card is pretty much going to be telling us exactly how things are going to be, if you should be scared or not, if you should get hurt or not. However, we are seeing the Emperor over here followed by the Empress over here. So there is only one card that matches this card over here, and it is the Empress. So I would say that you should not be worried, because what the cards are suggesting is that it is going to be very much a match from what we are seeing over here with these two cards. Because the Emperor is the only card that could match the Empress, and the Empress is the only card that could match the Emperor. However, it is your past experiences and your experiences alone that are causing you to feel this way. It's okay and normal to feel the way you're feeling because of you being hurt in the past. However, Iman, I would say that the synchronicity between the two of you is very much there. However, we can still see the worriness even as you go forward, even as you get married, even after marriage. These things are going to be on your mind. All right. So this is what I see happening over here. I will be now reading your 7th card. Just for a second, let's see. All right. Shaheer bro, please confirm that Raven is a Platinum or Dreamcast member. All right, let me see. Raven. I don't see any Raven. Raven, add me in the queue, please. All right, let me just check if Raven is a member, a Platinum or a Dreamcast member. Let me just quickly check. Because the Raven person has never joined our live before, so we just need to check really quickly. Iman, I will read your 7th card in just a moment. Just hold on. Let's see. Raven is a Platinum member. Raujunin, please add Raven to the queue for a 3-card reading. Raven is a Platinum member. So please add Raven to the queue for a 3-card reading. All right. So Iman, this is what's going on. The synchronicity is very much there. It is just because of what you've been through in the past. However, I do not see it repeating itself. But this mental, episodes of you feeling this way, that oh my God, something can go wrong, is going to be there, and this is just going to iron out itself with time. If I switch to your 7th card over here, you will be able to see that it is definitely being represented as the old man over here, which is the card of being wise and full of wisdom, meaning that you both have a lot to teach each other and have a lot to learn from each other. And this is the sort of indication which points towards the fact that perhaps you guys are also going towards old age together, which is a very positive sign, which is a very good thing. All right, that's all I have to say regarding the situation. All positive cards, a very, very obvious and very straightforward reading, which I see happening over here. However, the cards are pointing towards all these things, but obviously, I would still say that if your heart is suggesting something, you should always lean towards that more. So regarding this person, if your heart is feeling love for them, then definitely follow through and do not look for the things in the past. In fact, walk towards the future, as you will always be blessed with all the things that you are going to be blessed with. That was your 7-card reading, Iman. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, we're going to move on and see who is next in line over here. We have Warda, another 7-card reading lined up. So I'm going to put up Warda's name on the board over here. Let me just pull up Warda's question really quickly. I have it over here. She booked this reading on Instagram. Let me just quickly pull it up. All right, there we are. Applied for immigration, left everything to God. All right. Let me just see. All right. Applied for immigration. Will I be able to succeed and travel next year? All right. And how and when will I get married? All right. Let's see. This is a 7-card reading for Warda. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 points for Warda. Audustic पूछ रहे हैं, when is the next podcast coming? In about 2 to 3 days. You guys will have to be a little patient because Aslan is under the weather. We were supposed to record the podcast tomorrow, but I feel like there is going to be a 2 to 3 days delay until Aslan feels better, because he is my co-pilot. The ship does not fly without him. So you guys will have to be a little patient. 2 to 3 days, I would say, give or take. The new podcast is going to be out, and it is going to be a lot of fun, as always. All right, this reading is for Warda. This is a 7-card reading, and here we go.
It's time for a 7-card reading.
जो लोग भी इस वक्त इंस्टाग्राम पे देख रहे हैं, अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको रीडिंग मिले तो प्लीज़ आके YouTube पे ज्वाइन करिए, बहुत सिंपल है। अगर आप रीडिंग लेना चाह रहे हैं, मेरी बैंक डिटेल्स ऊपर मेंशन है यहाँ पे, और जो चार्जेस हैं रीडिंग्स के वो आपको नीचे कमेंट्स में से मिल जाएंगे. माय मॉडरेटर राव जुनेद इज वेरी मच प्रेजेंट इन द चैट ऑन यूट्यूब. You guys can get all the reading key details from there if you're joining on YouTube. If you're joining on Instagram, you will not be able to get a reading. So you need to join on YouTube, guys. All right. Let me just quickly pull this up. Reading for Varda. Alright. शादी वाला कार्ड जो है वो आ गया है in the present. Alright, and then we're seeing the justice card pop up. Very, very interesting. So the tarot is describing you as somebody who is very, very clear, straightforward. You don't like it when somebody is not straightforward with you. You don't like to, wait for things and beat around the bush. You want to get to the meat, of a situation. And that is what I see happening with your personality. Is very straightforward, very clear, very honest, very down to the heart. When you love really hard. And, you hate, you hate being being directed towards areas where perhaps your time would be would not be valued. So that is what we're seeing regarding your personality. And when you say something, you mean it 100%. Regarding your personality, that is what is coming forward. Let's see, your fifth card is out, your sixth card is out. Very, very interesting. And I will take out your seventh card also. All right, Atiya Yusuf, my name is not Shaveer, my name is Shaheer. I don't get it why people put in the extra effort to type in the we. I'm not Shaveer, my name is Shaheer. So when you address me as my real name, I will do the reading for you, given that you purchased the reading. Anyway, so let's see, Varda here. Very true description of my personality. I am amazed. Yes, Varda, it is very, very, clear in the cards, in your first card actually, from what I'm seeing. So a very, very straightforward personality, and you are somebody who's very transparent, or even if somebody told you to lie to someone, you will not be able to lie. Like, that's how bad you are at lying. All right, Atiya, it's okay, no worries at all. Yes, you have typed my name correctly this time. Okay. प्रेजेंट में आपको जो है वो शादी का कार्ड मिल रहा है. सो पहली बात तो ये है दैट मैरिज इज इन द कार्ड्स फॉर यू, एंड इट इज़ हैपनिंग सूनर देन यूर थिंकिंग. सो इफ़ अगर आपके दिमाग में ये है कि शादी मेरी 1 साल में होगी, सो परहैप्स इट्स हैपनिंग बिफोर दैट. I would say early, I would say in the next year, the cards are pointing towards the fact that very high chances that you're already going to be settled. Now, is it going to be the person that you're thinking about, that you're imagining about? The cards are pointing towards that as being a very, 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 very slight chance, higher chance that it's going to be somebody else. However, I will not rule it out, but in the next year time, the cards are pointing towards the fact that you're already settled. So मैं शादी की बात नहीं कर रहा, मैं settle होने की बात कर रहा हूँ कि like you're already going to be married and living with a person. In the future, what I'm seeing is that you are going to be someone who is going to be dealing with a person who is going to be adding to your life a lot. They are going to be teaching you a lot. They are going to be introducing you to new things, and because of them, there is an element of you, Varda, there is an element of you जहाँ पे काफ़ी सारे लोग आपको as अभी भी as a child लेते हैं कि like इसको क्या ही पता होगा, या like they don't think of you as a real full size adult. But this will be the kind of person who is going to give you that importance. This is going to be the kind of person who is going to give you that time, that acknowledgement, and that love and that care that you have always wanted. So there's a lot of learning that is being done. And another thing is that they are also going to add to your health a lot in a positive way. So perhaps there are some unhealthy things, perhaps, or unhealthy habits, perhaps, that perhaps that you have picked up, या कुछ आपकी ऐसी आदतें हैं. So perhaps they are going to motivate you to become a healthier, more positive and more radiant version of yourself. तो ये तो मुझे आपकी लव लाइफ के उसमें दिख रहा है. Now let's talk about if you should be heading towards the UK. तो पहली बात तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि आप बहुत टाइम से जो है ये इमिग्रेशन वाले चक्कर से आप सफ़र कर रही हैं, और ये बहुत मुश्किलात से जो है ना ये आपकी ज़िंदगी के अंदर ये वाला मामला चल रहा है. इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक इट्स नॉट इवन मूविंग द नीडल इवन इज़ नॉट बीइंग, लाइक बहुत बहुत आपने जो है वो स्ट्रगल करी है इस चीज़ को लेके कि जो आपकी चीज़ यहाँ पे चल रही है. और गिवन द फैक्ट दैट आपको यूके जाना चाहिए, तो यूएस जाना चाहिए, तो यहाँ पे वी आर बीइंग शोन वेरी वेरी ऑब्वियसली द इंग्लैंड फ्लैग ओवर हियर, which I would count as a big validation to move to the UK, as it's going to be a better option for you. All right, and once again we are being presented with the card of ultimate stability, the card of a lot of financial gain, and this also triples up as a husband card. All right, so it's very likely that आपका, क्योंकि यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट में जो है वो शादी दिख रही है और बहुत जल्दी हो रही है, और अगर मुझे हस्बैंड यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, हस्बैंड कार्ड, सो इट्स वेरी लाइकली दैट both things are perhaps interlinked also. Very very high chance. So I'm not going to say 100%, but 90% I would say very high chance that both, क्या आपका वहाँ पे मूव होना और आपका हस्बैंड perhaps they are going to be perhaps linked, or perhaps they are going to be open to moving there, or perhaps they are going to be there and they are going to be receiving you. कुछ इस तरीके का हो रहा है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे हस्बैंड कार्ड जो है वो हमें दिख रहा है. बट दिस इज हैपनिंग वेरी वेरी फास्ट, कि लाइक ये 1 से 2 साल के अंदर की कहानी है ये पूरी इमिग्रेशन वाली, और शादी जो है वो उससे पहले आपकी जो है वो सेटलमेंट जो है होते हुए यहाँ पे दिख रही है. आपका जो फाइनल कार्ड है, 7th कार्ड, विच आई एम गोइंग टू शिफ्ट to now over here, we are seeing as the groom card. So if you are going to take one message away from today's reading, it is that the groom is on the way. He's on the chariot with his horses. He's coming towards you. This is the groom card which you're seeing over here right now. So इससे ज़्यादा मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि आपकी रीडिंग के अंदर और ज़्यादा वैलिडेशन आ सकती है. The shadi card is being shown. The husband card is being shown. Let me switch back. So the shadi card is being shown over here. The husband card is being shown over here. And then finally over here, the groom card is being shown over here. So marriage is very 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 obviously and positively in the cards, and it's sitting right on your nose. Keep your eyes open. It's going to happen any day almost. like इस तरह की जो है ना वो बात जो है वो यहाँ पे आ रही है. Varda, that was your 7 card reading. I hope that this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. Now we're going to read for Varda's sister Soni, who had also booked her 3 card reading in advance. और जो लोग भी देख रहे हैं इस वक्त ये लाइव, ये प्लीज़ जान लीजिए कि मेरा जो लाइव है, ये जो आप शो देख रहे हैं, ये वेडनेसडेज को और सैटरडेज को होता है. वेडनेसडे और सैटरडेज को, सही है. ये चार्जेस यहाँ पे लिखे हुए हैं. 7 कार्ड रीडिंग जो अभी वर्दा ने बुक कराई थी अपने लिए, ये 20,000 रुपीज़ की है. अभी जो मैं इनकी बहन के लिए रीडिंग करूँगा 3 कार्ड रीडिंग, ये 10,000 रुपीज़ की होती है. तो इस तरीके से आप लोग एडवांस में रीडिंग बुक करा सकते हैं. मेरी बैंक डिटेल्स यहाँ पे ऊपर मेंशन है, इनको नोट डाउन कर लें. अगर आप लोग चाह रहे हैं कि नेक्स्ट सेशन में आप पहले से अपने सवाल भेजें, जैसे वर्दा ने पहले से सवाल भेजे, तो सेशन शुरू होते ही वर्दा की रीडिंग, ईमान की रीडिंग और अब सोनी की रीडिंग जो है ये अब होगी. सारी रीडिंग्स एडवांस में एक साथ जो हैं वो बुक हुई हुई हैं. उसके अलावा अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको हर सेशन में 3 कार्ड रीडिंग मिले, तो इस यूट्यूब चैट के अंदर मैंने अपना एक कॉमेंट पिन किया हुआ है, उस पर क्लिक करके आप मेरी वेबसाइट पर जा सकते हैं shaheerknows.com पे, एंड वहाँ पे जाके आप मेरी प्लैटिनम मेंबरशिप जो है वो परचेज कर सकते हैं. प्लैटिनम मेंबरशिप में आपको पूरे महीने हर सेशन में 3 कार्ड रीडिंग मिलेगी और बहुत कम प्राइस में मिलेगी. तो अगर आप रेगुलरली 3 कार्ड रीडिंग बाय करते हैं तो आपको महंगा पड़ेगा. अगर आप प्लैटिनम मेंबर बन जाते हैं मेरे, तो आपको कम प्राइस में पूरे महीने हर सेशन में 3 कार्ड रीडिंग मिलेगी. हर हफ्ते में 2 सेशन होते हैं. अब आप देख सकते हैं बाकी के जो नीचे क्यू के अंदर लोगों के नाम लिखे हुए हैं वो सब मेरे प्लैटिनम मेंबर हैं. जैसे कि मैं आपको नाम बताता हूँ, किम प्लैटिनम मेंबर है, रेवन प्लैटिनम मेंबर है, शेख प्लैटिनम मेंबर है, सारा खालिद प्लैटिनम मेंबर है, मैडी प्लैटिनम. तो जितने भी लोग क्यू में लगे हुए हैं ये सब प्लैटिनम मेंबर्स हैं. तो अगर आप चाह रहे हैं और ये किसी वजह से प्लैटिनम मेंबर बने, वो इसलिए क्योंकि 3 कार्ड रीडिंग ऑन इट्स ओन इज फाइन, लेकिन अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको हर सेशन में रीडिंग मिले, तो आई वुड हाईली रिकमेंड बिकमिंग अ प्लैटिनम मेंबर, एज इट इज गोइंग टू बी मच 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 मोर रीजनेबल प्राइस, बहुत कम प्राइस में बहुत ज़्यादा रीडिंग्स आपको मिल जाती हैं। shaheerknows.com पे जाके आप सारी डिटेल्स उसकी ले सकते हैं। मेक श्योर करें जब आप मेरी वेबसाइट पे जा रहे हैं तो आपका VPN फोन का ऑन हो, उसके बाद मेरी वेबसाइट खोल के एक्सेस करें, वरना आप मेरा जो YouTube मेंबरशिप पेज है, प्लैटिनम मेंबरशिप पेज, उसको आप एक्सेस नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो shaheerknows.com पे जाइए, वहां पे जाके प्लैटिनम मेंबर आप बन सकते हैं। और भी मेंबरशिप्स वहां पे मौजूद हैं, बट अगर आप रीडिंग लेना चाह रहे हैं हर सेशन में, तो प्लैटिनम मेंबरशिप उसके लिए required है। Now we're going to do a 3 card reading for Sony, and Sony is also a walkie, which is why she has just scored 1, 2 and 3 points for the walkies. The walkies are leading the members to the 17-0. What a score. And I'm quickly going to read Sony's message. Let's see. Sony कहती हैं, when is my sister going to get married? Person, how can she find him and when will he come? All right, let's see what is happening. All right, let's see. Bushra Ahmed keh rahi hai, I have paid. All right, I will check in just a moment. Let's see what people are saying over here. All right, Varda keh rahi hai, thank you so much. I'm amazed and I'll definitely come back with feedback. All right, that's awesome. Bushra की पेमेंट मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ अभी. Yeah, Bushra has paid for a 7 card reading. Bushra has paid for a 7 card reading. Rajudet, please add Bushra to the queue for a 7 card reading. All right, we're doing Sony's reading now. Let's see what the cards have in store for Sony. And this is a 3 card reading for Sony. And here we go.
Time for 3 card reading.
All right, पहला कार्ड जो है वो यहाँ पे आ चुका है सामने. It is appearing face down. Second card is the Lover's card, is coming in the present too. Very, very, very strong emotion. And even though, look, we are not telling anybody. Ooh, the arcane is showing up. Okay. तो पहली बात तो ये है कि यहाँ पे जो है प्रेजेंट में लवर्स कार्ड दिख रहा है. इसका मतलब दैट इन द प्रेजेंट somebody is about to walk into your life, and there are many people who are interested in you. All right, and if you are seeing, ये मैं आपकी बहन की सोनी की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. Sony, there are many people, many parties who are going to be interested in you, and this is all going to happen all at once. If this is not already happening, then it is about to happen, but you're getting the Lovers card in the present. So a lot of people are approaching you in the name of love. All right, and only one of those people are actually going to be honest about their feelings. The rest are going to be decoys. I would say that if 3 people are approaching you, 2 of them are lying, and the third person is going to be telling the truth. Now, which one is going to be the right person? This is where your intuition is going to come in. However, it is going to be a very difficult path that you are about to walk on when you're going to choose between these people. अच्छा, पहली बात तो ये है कि लवर्स कार्ड यहाँ पे आ रहा है. इसका मतलब ये है कि वेरी पॉजिटिव साइन कि आप जिसको ढूंढ रही हैं, हस्बैंड मटीरियल या हस्बैंड जो आप जिसको बनाना चाह रही हैं या आप चाह रही हैं आपको पार्टनर मिल जाए, उसकी इंडिकेशन 100% है यहाँ पे. अब आप दुआ ये करें कि आपको एक दफ़ा में एक ही बंदा अप्रोच करे, बिकॉज चांसेस आर वेरी हाई दैट मल्टीपल पीपल आर गोइंग टू बी ट्राइंग टू गेट योर अटेंशन, सोनी, and then it is going to be difficult. However, if you're only getting one person approaching you, then it's going to be an easy road. All right. However, the cards are indicating that it's going to be difficult to choose between the three options and choosing the right option. That is, so it's a tricky situation for you, and I wish you going to be able to pick the right person. This is where your intuition is going to come in. However, I do personally believe, connecting with your energy, I would say that given the past experiences that you have been through, especially in the time that you were married, so on and so forth, or perhaps in the past relationship that you were, uski wajah se you have gathered all the knowledge perhaps or the experience to understand exactly what is it that you want in a person, and that the qualities that perhaps you would not want to see in a person, and your person who's supposed to be with you will be displaying those qualities that are instantly going to be a check mark for you, which is why it's going to become easy. However, it is going to be tricky to be choosing between these people, and that is why we are getting this card over here. It's not going to be easy. I wish you all the best, but definitely you are getting the kind of person that you want, but coming with two more decoys, so two fake outs where you will have to really do the digging in their background and understand exactly what is it that they want from you. That was your 3 card reading, Sonia. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, let's see. Cue for the reading. We have Kim with a 3 card reading. Kim, if you're watching, please comment your question. Kim is right on the money. Did not waste any time, which is what I absolutely love. And Kim is saying, I recently worked at a very fast-paced clinic that didn't offer me a work contract due to needing more experience. The next day, I had a working interview at another clinic where I felt much comfort. What is the likely outcome of my recent working interview? Am I likely to get the job? What do the cards show about my career stability? When might I start feeling more settled and confident as an RDA? All right, Kim, we have received your question. Kim is a platinum member, which is why she gets a 3 card reading in every session, which is why she has just scored 1, 2, and 3 points for the members. This is a 3 card reading for Kim, and here we go.
It's time for a 3 card reading.
जो लोग भी इस वक्त ये शो देख रहे हैं, अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको किम की तरह हर सेशन में 3 कार्ड रीडिंग मिले, तो आप प्लैटिनम मेंबर बन सकते हैं. ये जितने भी लोग क्यू में आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये सब प्लैटिनम मेंबर्स हैं. सो shaheerknows.com पे जाइए और वहाँ पे जाके प्लैटिनम मेंबरशिप अवेल करिए, ताकि आपको हर सेशन में 3 कार्ड रीडिंग मिले अपनी ज़िंदगी के इस हिस्से के अंदर. ऑलवेज स्टे 1 स्टेप और 2 स्टेप्स अहेड by getting these insightful, intuitive 3 card readings as a platinum member. You can also alternatively become an infinity member. Uska bhi option maujood hai, and an infinity member can get a 7 card reading in every session, meaning that you can ask me 2 questions in every session. So that is also available on my website. If you go on shaheerknows.com, click on the platinum membership button. It will take you to the YouTube membership page where you will be able to see all the different membership tiers: Infinity, Platinum, Dreamcast, so on and so forth. All right. तो यहाँ पे हमारा जो है वो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग जो है वो एक चीज़ हो रही है, वो ये है कि ये 2 कार्ड्स वापस ही पिछली रीडिंग में आए थे और ये वापस से जम करके बाहर आए. इन दिस टाइम दे आर आउट फॉर किम, सो दे आर डेफिनेटली टॉकिंग टू अस एंड टेलिंग अस समथिंग. पहली बात तो ये है, लेट मी जस्ट पुल इट अप वन मोर टाइम. पहली बात तो ये है that you're getting the office card in the present. तो अभी जो आपने recent interview दिया है, that is going to be resulting into a positive outcome because you are being chosen, you are being selected. However, this job that you're doing is going to be very, very demanding. I'm not going to say it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be demanding, and it's going to be a change of weather, a change of taste from what you have recently been doing. All right. However, I'm also seeing that there is going to be a lot of experience that you're gaining, and there's going to be a lot of automation that you're eventually going to see yourself setting into. All right. Overall, I'm seeing that you are going to become a workaholic. If you are the kind of person, Kim, who enjoys this kind of thing, then this is going to be a very good news for you. However, if you are somebody who does not like to be a workaholic, then this is alarming news, and you really need to do a lot of thinking. But overall, I'm seeing that if you're enjoying your work, it means that you're on the right path currently. You are dealing with people who are valuing you, they are teaching you a lot, you are being accepted. Very positive outflow with the recent interview. That's what the cards are indicating towards. Overall, your confidence is going up, but the work element is taking over your life, even your personal life. All right. So that is what I'm seeing. तो थोड़ा सा उसको जो है ना वो लीडर गेमर कह रहे हैं लव यू शहीर भाई थैंक यू वेरी मच. ऑल राइट सो Kim कह रही है I love working but I have to study as well. Yes, so this is going to be, you're about to walk into this hectic storm of work and study perhaps. So just remember to take your time out a bit, you know, from what you are doing. And as long as you're paying attention to yourself, Kim, everything is going to be a-okay. That was your 3-card reading. I hope that this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right, let's see. Next in line, we have Raven with a 3-card reading. Raven, if you're watching, please comment your question, Raven, and we will get started with your 3-card reading. Raven, please comment your question and we will get started. We are waiting for Raven to post his question. Raven is a platinum member, which is why Raven gets a 3-card reading. In every session, Raven, you can only ask one question per 3-card reading. If you're interested in asking 2 questions, you can get a 7-card reading. So Raven has posted a bunch of questions. So I will try my best to answer the question that you have posted. However, please understand that per 3-card reading, only one question is allowed. Raven asks, any big financial breakthrough close? The girl I've recently been spending time with, is she a good influence or not? Is the new country beneficial for me? Raven कहते हैं, any big financial breakthrough close? Alright, we're going to answer this one question because we can only answer one question in a 3-card reading, or else that would be like wasting the cards or exhausting the cards, which I do not want to do. So let's see if a financial breakthrough is close for Raven. Mr. Bean कह रही हैं, I have sent 3 cards payment. All right, let me just quickly verify if the payment for 3-card reading for Mr. Bean has been received. Mr. Bean's payment has not been received yet, but as soon as it is received, I will let you know, Mr. Bean, your payment has not been received. Back to Raven's reading. Let's see if a financial breakthrough is near. It is an international payment, Mr. Bean, so maybe it's going to take some time, as always. But I will let you know as soon as it arrives. All right, firstly, what we are seeing over here is that you have applied to multiple avenues. So you have invested perhaps, or have purchased different kinds of stocks or something along those lines, different kinds of coins perhaps, I don't know, where there is a lot of stuff that is brewing in the background. So this could be business elements, this could be places where you have invested, but all of them are brewing all at once. And you are currently, Raven, in the waiting period from what we are seeing over here. So you're getting the card that is seated over here. So patience is a virtue. That is the message for you today. Patience is a virtue. And if you are going to be patient, and if you're going to play it cool, and if you do not panic, and if you let your investments grow to their fullest potential, that is when I'm seeing that you're going to be forcing this universe to make you rich. It's almost like that what is happening. But in the present, patience is a virtue. Patience is required. If you are not going to do any, how do you say, like anything without giving much thought to it, you know, that is going to hurt you. So definitely do not change anything in the investments that you have done. If you're going to just play it cool, be patient, and not change things around, you are going to be definitely getting that financial breakthrough in the future. In the present, all that is being told you to do or asked you to do is to just wait and play it cool. All right, that is what we're seeing, and then the financial breakthrough will be achieved, Raven. That is what we are seeing over here in your 3 card reading. That was your 3 card reading. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, next in line we have another platinum member. Sheikh is in the house here for a 3 card reading. Sheikh, please comment your question. And let's see, we will add 1, 2, and 3 points for Raven, and then 1, 2, and 3 points for Sheikh. Raven is saying thank you. You are most welcome. Sheikh, if you're watching, please comment your question so we can get started with your reading. All right, Sheikh is saying, hi, my question is, I feel like some kind of energy or the universe is helping me clear my path. I want to know if it's just my feeling or if it's really happening. Something big is going to happen. All right. Let's see what is going on. इससे पहले कि हम आगे बढ़ें, जो लोग भी इस वक्त देख रहे हैं, अगर आप Instagram पे देख रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ YouTube पे ज्वाइन करिए. अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको रीडिंग मिले, मुझसे इंटरैक्ट करना है तो YouTube पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. Right, so many comments on YouTube, but I cannot read these comments. Oh God. YouTube पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. जो लोग भी Instagram पे देख रहे हैं, चाह रहे हैं कि मैं आपके कमेंट्स पढ़ूं, तो प्लीज़ YouTube पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. YouTube पे शहीर नोज लिखिए, वहाँ पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. और जो लोग YouTube पे देख रहे हैं, अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको रीडिंग मिले तो बहुत सिंपल है. 3 कार्ड रीडिंग 10,000 रुपीज़ की है, 1 कार्ड रीडिंग 5,000 रुपीज़ की और 7 कार्ड रीडिंग 20,000 रुपीज़ की है. मेरी बैंक डिटेल्स यहाँ पे ऊपर मेंशन है. जैसे ही आप बैंक ट्रांसफ़र करेंगे, आपको क्यू में ऐड कर दिया जाएगा. उसके बाद आपकी रीडिंग स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. All right, we're doing a reading for Sheikh. He has been feeling like the universe is presenting him with some kind of a sign. We're getting the first card over here. तो पहली बात तो ये है कि आपकी मदर से आपकी जो क्लोजनेस है, that is being depicted over here. But currently, we are seeing that you are feeling isolated. A lot of isolation with you and just your thoughts. सो पहले जो है ना, आप अपनी बातें हर चीज़ शेयर करते थे, बट अब थोड़े टाइम से शेख आप अपनी बातें जो हैं वो अंदर रख रहे हैं और किसी से वो बातें शेयर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. एंड यहाँ पे जो है वो यूनिवर्स की जो है वो आपको आवाज़ें इसलिए सुनने को मिल रही हैं अभी, बिकॉज आपने दूसरों से कम्युनिकेशन बिल्कुल जो है वो कट ऑफ कर दी है या उसको लिमिट कर दिया है. वो उतनी नहीं हो रही जितने परहैप्स घुल मिलने वाले आप पहले थे, उतना आप थोड़ा सा अपना मिलना जुलना परहैप्स कम कर दिया है. और राइट शेख, तो उसकी वजह से आपका जो रेडार है या एंटेना है, जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, वो यूनिवर्स की जो आवाज़ है उसको बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से डिटेक्ट कर रही है. विच इज़ वाई यू वुड हैव सीन के जो मॉन्क्स होते हैं, दे कट ऑफ देयर सेल्फ फ्रॉम the community, and that's when they go up into the mountains, and that is when they receive all kinds of different messages. और यह आपके साथ वही वाली सिचुएशन जो है वो यहाँ पे होती हुई दिख रही है. दिस इज़ अ वेरी poetic thing, and it's a very mindful thing that perhaps that you're going through. I would say that definitely listen to what the universe is saying, and it's a very, very solid validation that you should definitely act upon it. And it is going to be either cutting off a part of your life which is not needed, or is going to be resetting a very, very core element of your life which needs to be reset, and it is being done through by the voice of God or by the hand of the universe, however you want to put it. And that is something that you should act upon. It's going to be extremely, extremely beneficial for you and your future. That was your 3 card reading. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, let's see who is next in line. We have Sarah Khalid, who is another platinum member with a 3 card reading. Sarah has just scored 1, 2, and 3 points for the members. Sarah, please comment your question away. Comment away, Sarah, if you are watching. जो लोग भी चाह रहे हैं कि उनको रीडिंग मिले, रीडिंग के चार्जेस यहाँ पे लिखे हुए हैं. 10,000 की रीडिंग जो है वो 3 कार्ड वाली है. 1 कार्ड रीडिंग 5,000 रुपीज़ की है. 7 कार्ड रीडिंग 20,000 रुपीज़ की है. मेरी बैंक डिटेल्स ऊपर मेंशन है यहाँ पे. जैसे ही आप बैंक ट्रांसफ़र करेंगे, आपकी रीडिंग स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. मिस्टर बीन की पेमेंट मैं जल्दी से चेक कर लेता हूँ, उसके बाद हम सारा की रीडिंग जो है वो स्टार्ट करते हैं। लेट्स सी, यूजुअली मिस्टर बीन की पेमेंट फ़ौरन रिसीव होती है, आज रिसीव नहीं हो रही है, तो क्या मसला चल रहा है? स्टिल नॉट रिसीव्ड मिस्टर बीन्स पेमेंट। मिस्टर बीन, आई एम रियली सॉरी, पेमेंट इज जस्ट नॉट बीइंग रिसीव्ड। All right, Sarah कह रही है, whatever happened to me in the past, people in my family think that one of our relatives did something evil to me. Do you think anyone could have thought badly of me or done something like that? All right, let's see. This is a 3-card reading for Sarah, and here we go.
It's time for a 3-card reading.
All right. 3 cards have jumped out. डेफिनेटली आपको टारगेट तो किया गया है और एक बंदे ने नहीं, मल्टीपल लोगों की आपके ऊपर नज़र है, एंड आप सारा अपनी फैमिली का वो हिस्सा हैं या अपनी फैमिली का वो मेंबर हैं जिससे बहुत सारे लोग जो है ना वो डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली जो हैं वो जेलस होते हैं. ऑलराइट, एंड ऑल्सो मिस्टर बीन, you are somebody who has been through this whole journey of my my show, Mr. Bean. I'm talking to you right now, so please don't make these payments at the last moment when you know that I'm live. Always try to make it on the day of the live and send me your question in advance. कि जो आप last moment पे आके अब आप कमेंट में परेशान हो रही हैं, यहाँ से वहाँ भाग रही हैं कि पेमेंट रिसीव हुई या नहीं हुई, ये सब आपको पता है. वेडनेसडेज और सैटरडेज मैंने बोला हुआ भी है और सबको ये बात पता है, जितने भी मेंबर्स यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं सबको ये बात पता है. पूरी जो ये हमारी शहीर नोज़ लाइव वाली फैमिली है सबको ये बात पता है दैट वेडनेसडे और सैटरडेज को मेरे लाइव होते हैं. तो उसी दिन आप पेमेंट सेंड कर दें, अपना क्वेश्चन मुझे एडवांस में भेज दें, आपके क्वेश्चन से शो स्टार्ट होगा. सो अभी आपकी पेमेंट रिसीव नहीं हुई है. नाउ व्हाट कैन वी डू? एनीवेज, बैक टू साराज रीडिंग. सो सारा, डेफिनेटली बहुत सारे लोग जो हैं वो आपको जो हैं इनडायरेक्टली या डायरेक्टली आपके ऊपर जो है ना वो आपको उनकी नज़र भी लगी हुई है और आपसे जेलस भी हैं, बिकॉज यू आर दैट, I would say, celebrity in the family, or that diva in the family who everybody looks up to or wants to hear from or just wants to talk to. You are like that famous person or famous figure in the family who everybody wants to read about or hear about. So and it has everything to do with who you are, your personality, your looks, everything all together. और उसकी वजह से everybody, not everybody but some people, they compare themselves to you कि आज हम कुछ बेहतर करने की कोशिश करें. इस तरीके से चाहते ना चाहते हुए भी ये जो है वो हो रहा है. तो डेफिनेटली काफ़ी लोगों ने जो है वो आपको डायरेक्टली भी और इनडायरेक्टली भी इस चीज़ का निशाना बनाने की कोशिश करी है. नज़र भी लग जाती है कभी कभी, तो वो डेफिनेटली, मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि एक्टिवली किसी ने जो है वो कोई कोई नेगेटिव प्रैक्टिस करी है आप पे या कोई स्पेल करी है, बट नज़र, आपकी सोच है कि नज़र जो है वो कितनी स्ट्रॉन्ग होती है, तो वो डेफिनेटली जो है वो आपके साथ हुआ है और उसकी वजह से आपने उसके जो ट्रेमर्स हैं वो अपनी ज़िंदगी के अंदर काफ़ी जगहों पे फील कर रहे हैं. हाउएवर, मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द फ्यूचर, आई एम सीइंग दैट यू आर गोइंग टू बी फार अवे फ्रॉम दिस एंड दोज पीपल हैव मूव्ड ऑन टू डू and think about other things, then you are going to be far away from that energy. So it's not like कि वो आपके बारे में भूल गए हैं, वो आपके बारे में फिर भी सोच रहे होंगे, बट आप उन सब लोगों से बहुत दूर और बहुत ऊपर आ चुकी हैं अब, एंड नाउ इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी अफेक्टिंग यू. सो जब आप उनके साथ परहैप्स रह रही थी, जब आपके उनके साथ घुलना मिलना बहुत ज़्यादा था सारा, तो उस वक्त ये चीज़ आपको इफेक्ट करती थी, बट अब ये आपको इफेक्ट नहीं कर रही है और इसके अंदर छोटे और बड़े सब एक साथ शामिल थे. दैट वाज योर 3-card reading, Sarah. I hope this reading gives you some insight and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right. Next in line we have Maddie, who is another platinum member. Let's see what Maddie is saying. Maddie, please comment your question and we will get started with your reading, Maddie. Next in line we have Maddie, then we have Bushra with a 7-card reading and then Emma for a 3-card reading. जो लोग भी इस वक्त इंस्टाग्राम पे देख रहे हैं, अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको रीडिंग मिले तो प्लीज़ यूट्यूब पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. यूट्यूब पे मैं लाइव हूँ. ये जो आप फीड देख रहे हैं इंस्टाग्राम पे, ये YouTube से लाइव आ रही है, तो अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको रीडिंग मिले तो प्लीज़ YouTube पे जाके शहीर नोज़ लिखिए, वहाँ पे मेरा चैनल आ जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद आप जो हैं वो देख सकते हैं मेरा लाइव और मेरे साथ इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं और आप मुझसे रीडिंग भी ले सकते हैं. वी आर वेटिंग फॉर मैडी टू कॉमेंट हर क्वेश्चन. Perhaps Maddie has gone offline. If she has gone offline, we will move to the next person. Maddie, if you're watching. मिस्टर बीन, अगर आपकी पेमेंट रिसीव नहीं होगी तो फिर ये अब वेडनेसडे वाले सेशन में आपकी रीडिंग होगी. If Maddie is not here, then we will move on to the next person. All right, Maddie has commented her question. Maddie कहती हैं, hello Shaheer, I have a question regarding my job. I'm in logistics and have recently signed a contract inside to start a new position. I'm getting very mixed review about the new role. Your readings are truly an eye-opener. I used to think that because I never think wrong of anyone. No one would think badly of me. Thank you, Shaheer, for always bringing me clarity. Thank you so much for saying that. Maud Ibrahim Sheikh keh rahe hain, happy belated birthday, Shaheer. Thank you very much. On Netflix. Sorry, I was just replying to a text. All right, so Maddie जो हैं वो पूछ रही हैं, I'm getting my mixed reviews about the new role. All right. Let's see what is in the cards for Maddie. 1, 2, and 3 points for the members. Yes, Maddie, I have read your question. Don't worry. 2 cards have jumped out. Maddie, I have read your question. Do not worry, Maddie. I have read your question. Do not worry. Mohammad Ibrahim Sheikh keh rahe, when is the next podcast coming? In 3 days. In 2 to 3 days. In 2 to 3 days. अच्छा जी. Maddie, आपका जो ये न्यू रोल जो आपको मिल रहा है, दिस इज़ अ वेरी येस नो सिचुएशन. इफ दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी गुड फॉर यू, if this is not going to be good for you, you're getting the hunch, or perhaps you're on the verge of perhaps declining this also, that is being represented by the sword over here, that perhaps you're thinking that this is not going to be good for you. However, we're getting the card of celebration in the 3rd position over here in the future, which is what we are seeing happening over here. So this, what the cards are indicating towards is that जो चीज़ें आप पहले नहीं कर पा रही थी अपनी वर्क के अंदर, इस न्यू रोल की वजह से आपके लिए वो दरवाजे जो हैं वो खुल रहे हैं जो प्रीवियसली क्लोज थे. Yes, you are feeling a little hesitant about this because you care about it, so it's okay to feel a little anxious walking into this new area of expertise that you're walking into. However, this is going to be a very, very, very positive step for you, which is what is being shown over here. बस एक बात मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा मैडी, दैट अगर कोई और बंदा इसमें इंटरवीन करने की कोशिश करे इस रोल के अंदर कि मैं आपको थोड़ी एडवाइस देता हूँ या मैं थोड़ी आपकी हेल्प करता हूँ, तो जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू आर गोइंग टू नीड टू डू दिस बाय योर सेल्फ, एंड द मोर you have a hands-on experience where you are controlling the whole situation yourself, the better it's going to be for you. किसी और को बीच में मत आने दीजिएगा. अगर आप वो करेंगी तो आपके लिए वो अच्छा नहीं होगा. That was your 3-card reading, Maddie. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right, next in line we have Bushra with a 7-card reading. Bushra is a walkie. Bushra is a walkie. and she has just scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 points for the walkies. The walkies are way ahead. Bushra, please comment your question, and Bushra, please अच्छे से डिटेल में क्वेश्चन पोस्ट करें ताकि मैं आपकी रीडिंग जो है वो स्टार्ट कर सकूं. Bushra, if you're watching, please comment your question so that I can get started with your reading. Bushra, we are waiting for you to post your question. Will I have a child or not now? Give me exact answer. And when exact time. Alright. MD17685 कह रहे हैं I sent payment. Can you check? Don't take my full name. Yes, MD. Can you tell me? Can you tell me for how many cards have you paid? For how many card reading have you paid? Let me just check. Please add MD to the queue for a 3-card reading. Rajunath, please add MD to the queue for a 3-card reading. Alright, we're doing Bushra's 7-card reading now. This is a 7-card reading for Bushra, and here we go.
It's time for a 7-card reading.
Iram जो है Instagram पे पूछ रही है how can we get you to ask our question. Iram, प्लीज़ मैंने नीचे कमेंट इंस्टाग्राम पे आप देख रहे हैं. इरम, मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ. मैंने अपना कमेंट पिन किया हुआ, उस पर लिखा हुआ है बहुत साफ साफ, जॉइन ऑन माय यूट्यूब चैनल शहीर नोज इफ़ यू वांट अ रीडिंग. ये लाइव यूट्यूब पे भी लाइव है, वहाँ पे आइए, वहाँ पे आके कमेंट करिए. और ये रीडिंग के चार्जेस लिखे हुए हैं. 3-कार्ड रीडिंग 10,000 रुपीज़ की है. 1-कार्ड रीडिंग जो है वो 5,000 रुपीज़ की है. 7-कार्ड रीडिंग जो है, जो अभी मैं बुशरा के लिए कर रहा हूँ, ये 20,000 रुपीज़ की है. मेरी बैंक डिटेल्स ऊपर यहाँ पे मेंशन है. जैसे ही आप बैंक ट्रांसफर करेंगे आपको क्यू में ऐड कर दिया जाएगा, उसके बाद आपकी रीडिंग स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. बट यूट्यूब पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. इंस्टाग्राम पे मैं आपके कमेंट्स के साथ इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि दैट इज़ very very difficult for me to keep track of the comments. So join on YouTube if you're interested in getting a reading. All right, let's see who all is joining in and what people are saying. Bushra is saying, as per your current view and exact answer, yes or no, will I have a child or not? When exactly, which month or which year? All right, let's see what is in the cards for Bushra. The first card has jumped out. I wish I could show you guys exactly how this card has landed, but that is what the question is about, and that is what we're seeing. It's a 7-card reading. Let me switch to the big boy table over here so we can have a 7-card layout. The second card has jumped out. That is the Lover's card, card number 6. Okay, let's see. Third card has jumped out. It has come out face down. We're going to let it be that way. This reading, a 7-card reading, is for Bushra. Wheel of Fortune, card number 10, is popping out in the 4th position. Card number 5 is once again turning out face down. And then card number 6, Justice card, card number 8. And then the 7th card I'm going to put on the side for you in my 1-card situation. All right. Okay, let's see, Bushra, what's happening over here. The first, and your question is very, very obvious and on the nose, which is when you are about to have a child, if this is in the cards or not. तो पहली बात तो ये है that for a lot of time you have been hearing or perhaps thinking about a lot of things. That is what we're seeing in the first card. So you are the kind of person who is taking in a lot of information from a lot of people, and people are saying all kinds of things for you, and there is a lot of mental stress also that we are seeing over here. The stress is also adding to this mystery of should I have this child, should I not have this child, when this child is happening. And in your future card, we're seeing the devil over here, meaning that you are still very much capable of bearing this child right now, which once again opens up the possibility that yes, this is definitely happening. All right, this is definitely happening. And if I were to put if I were to say yes or no to it, I will say that yes, the cards are pointing towards the fact that yes, the baby is definitely coming. And if you're going to if you're going to ask when is it happening, there's a very high chance that it is happening in the month of August. That is what we are seeing in this card over here. However, um, I will not say that okay, it's going to happen in this year or that year, because ultimately it's going to be your choice. But the month of August is going to be extremely significant, and yes, the chances of having a child are showing up to be very very positive. And over here the indications are towards a boy, and now I am going to shift over here towards your seventh card so that we can see. Over here we are seeing that the fool is appearing upside down. So for a long time, Bushra, what has been happening is that you have given, almost left this up to chance कि अच्छा देखेंगे क्या होगा अभी, and you are doing all sorts of things instead of doing this thing. So if you are really wanting this, you need to actually you know get on the money with it and actually make it happen, or actually have a communication or conversation about this with your partner regarding this, because the cards are showing the positive sign that yes, it's happening. And you asked about the month of August is what is coming forward or shining through over here. Mr. Bean's payment for a 3 card reading has been received. Rao Junaid, please add Mr. Bean to the queue for a 3 card reading. All right, anyway, so Bushra, the month of August is shining through, and it is showing that positive answer that yes, it is happening. But then again, I cannot say that the cards are showing all of that, and then if you don't do anything, then it's not going to happen. So you have to decide if you want to take your life towards this, because if you ask me about the possibility, yes, it's all there, and the month is also being shown to me over here. But you have to have the conversation with your partner if you're wanting to make this happen. All right, but whatever you asked, I have answered through the cards in this situation. That was your 7 card reading, Bushra. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, let's see who else is in line over here. जो लोग भी इस वक्त देख रहे हैं, फ्री रीडिंग्स नहीं है इस चैनल पे, इस शो में फ्री रीडिंग्स नहीं है. जो लोग भी इंस्टाग्राम पे देख रहे हैं, यूट्यूब पे आके ज्वाइन करिए. इंस्टाग्राम पे रीडिंग नहीं हो सकती, खुदा के वास्ते प्लीज़. मैंने नीचे कमेंट यूट्यूब पे पिन किया हुआ है, उसको रीड करिए. यूट्यूब पे आके शहीर नोज के चैनल पे, ये लाइव जो है एक्चुअली यूट्यूब पे मैं लाइव हूँ. जो आप इंस्टाग्राम पे देख रहे हैं, मैं एक्चुअली यूट्यूब पे लाइव हूँ. अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि मैं आपके साथ इंटरैक्ट करूँ, तो यूट्यूब पे आके ये लाइव ज्वाइन करिए, वहाँ पे आके कमेंट करिए. और ये जान लीजिए कि रीडिंग्स जो है वो फ्री नहीं है. जितनी भी रीडिंग्स आप देख रहे हैं, ये सारी पेड रीडिंग्स हैं. अभी जो मैं रीडिंग कर रहा था बुशरा की, 20,000 रुपीज़ की रीडिंग थी. ये जो 7 card रीडिंग मैंने रीडिंग करी है अभी, 3 card रीडिंग इज़ फॉर 10,000 रुपीज़, 1 card रीडिंग इज़ फॉर 5,000 रुपीज़, एंड 7 card रीडिंग इज़ फॉर 20,000 रुपीज़. माई बैंक डिटेल्स आर मैंशनड ओवर हियर. As soon as you do the bank transfer, you will be added to the queue and your reading is going to begin. All right. अहमद कह रहे हैं शहीर भाई छोड़ें इसको, पॉडकास्ट अपलोड करें. पॉडकास्ट अगले 3 दिन में अपलोड हो जाएगी. All right, next in line we have Emma with a 3 card reading. Emma is our platinum member, and Emma has just scored 1, 2, and 3 points for the platinum members over here. Bushra is saying which year? Bushra, very high chance that it is going to happen in 2027, but it can also happen much sooner if you decide on it. But the year is definitely going to be dependent up to you as to when you decide. I've highlighted the month, but for me to say the year, I'm seeing the indication towards 2027. However, it can happen much sooner also, but it all depends on you. All right, let's see. Emma is saying, will me and my partner have children once married, and if so, how many? Thank you. All right, let's see. Maliha Chaudhary is saying, hello. Hi, Maliha. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Emma, we are seeing the groom over here. We are seeing the mother and daughter card over here. So a child is being shown and one child is being shown over here, and then after that we are seeing that the husband is demanding for more children. However, initially I'm seeing one child and you're spending a lot of one-on-one time with that child. High chances cards are indicating towards the fact that it's going to be a baby girl. However, your husband is going to be wanting more children from what we are seeing. He's demanding something of you. However, you are having one-on-one time with this baby girl over here from what I am seeing. It is as obvious as that. I don't know what else to add to it other than whatever you have asked. I have answered over here. The marriage is definitely, taking place. We're getting the groom card over here, but we're getting the mother and daughter card over here, which is a big indication that it's resulting into one child initially. That was your 3 card reading, and I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. All right, Mr. Bean's payment. Mr. Bean, your one payment has been received for a 3 card reading. So you have been added to the queue for a 3 card reading. MD, if you are watching, please comment your question. MD, if you are watching, please comment your question and we will get started with your reading. MD, if you're watching, please comment your question for a 3 card reading. Shamir Anwar is sending hearts. Thank you so much, Shamir, for sending all the love. Mr. Bunny Singh, when is your podcast coming? My podcast is coming in the next 3 days. Aisha Sahar keh rahi hai, how to send you the money? My bank details are mentioned here, but please do not send the money while you're on Instagram. Join on YouTube. If you're wanting to send me money to get a reading from me, you need to join on YouTube. This live जो आप ये जो live देख रही हैं, ये YouTube पे live हूँ मैं इस वक्त, जो आप Instagram पे देख रहे हैं, ये feed YouTube से आ रही है, तो YouTube पे आके join करिए, वहाँ पे आके comment करिए और फिर उसके बाद आपकी reading जो है वो start हो जाएगी. Emma is saying, thank you so much, Shaheer, you are most welcome. Emma MD is saying, was H's recent emotional confession honest? In this current silence between us, what is he thinking? Is he likely to reconnect on my birthday? And what energy will my birthday bring for our connection? All right, let's see. Let's see. All right. The first card has jumped out. The second card has jumped out. So पहली बात तो ये है MD के आपके और उनके बीच में जो है वो बहुत strong bond है, but they are currently dealing with 2 energies. Shamsi कह रहे हैं 1337, I have sent payment for 3 card reading. Yes. Raujanet, please add Shamsi to the queue for a 3 card reading. Their payment has been received. Raujanet, please add them to the queue. Aisha कह रही हैं, sir, how to connect on YouTube? Please share the link. Honey, I don't have the link, but you will need to open YouTube. YouTube पे जाइए, वहाँ पे जाके लिखिए Shaheer Knows. मेरा नाम लिखिए Instagram वाला, YouTube पे जाके, और वहाँ पे आपको जो है वो मेरा चैनल और ये लाइव मिल जाएगा. उस पर क्लिक करें तो आपको यही लाइव YouTube पे मिल जाएगा. वहाँ पे आके आप कमेंट कर सकती हैं. All right. So I'm seeing that this person is dealing with currently with 2 energies. It is very likely that maybe there's another person there in this whole scenario, which is why we are seeing this person and then you and then another person, which is taking up their energy. Now, this could also be a work element, which is taking up their mind. However, it is being represented by a person. So think of that what you will, but this is what we're seeing. Currently, we are seeing that they are trying to be honest with you and they are coming clean to you. They're being open to you about their feelings and they're not holding anything back regarding the fact if they're going to be connecting with you on your birthday. Very, very high chance. And this time they are going to be connecting. ये जब भी आपसे connect करेंगे, they're going to be connecting to you very seriously with like almost like a lot of weight to their words. They're going to mean what they say to you. All right, that is what's going to be happening. Shamsi कह रहे हैं how to submit question for reading. Shamji, simply comment your question in this chat and then we will do your reading. So, MD, that is what I'm seeing. They're definitely approaching you. Very high chances it's happening on your birthday. If they do not approach on the birthday, then it's happening right after that. And currently, their energy is going towards two places. All right. However, they're being honest and open with you. And this time, when they approach you, they're not going to be holding anything back and they will lay it out to you as it is. And perhaps their words might or have upset you, but it is because they're being honest with you. That was your 3 card reading. I hope that this reading gives you some insight and I hope that this reading gives you some peace. कयूम कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तान के लोगों को भी इसी अकाउंट में पेमेंट करनी है. Yes, this is a Pakistani account. You have to pay on this account in order to book your reading. Next in line we have Bean, finally Bean, for a 3 card reading. All right. Bean is saying मेरी जॉब पे मीटिंग आ रही है, वो मुझसे क्या चाहते हैं? Any changes? All right. अभी हम बीन की रीडिंग कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद शाम जी आपकी रीडिंग होगी. बट आपका क्वेश्चन मैंने रिसीव कर लिया है. Yes, MD, it could be a sign of depression also, which they are going through currently. Absolutely, आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला है. ओके मिस्टर बीन, पहली बात तो ये है कि आपको जो है वो जिस मीटिंग के लिए जो बुला रहे हैं वो वहाँ के बहुत ही मतलब दीज आर द पीपल हु आर डेफिनेटली कैन मेक अ चेंज फॉर यू एंड दिस मीटिंग इज गोइंग टू रिजल्ट इन टू अ लॉट ऑफ गुड न्यूज़ फॉर यू. All right, a lot of good news for you from what we are seeing over here. और आपका 4th कार्ड भी यहाँ पे आ गया, हालांकि 3 कार्ड रीडिंग थी बट 4th कार्ड भी आ गया है. तो पहली बात तो ये जिससे आप मिल रही है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. दूसरी बात ये है कि इस मीटिंग के बाद आपको बहुत सारी एक समझें एबिलिटीज़ मिल रही हैं जिसके थ्रू आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में बहुत सारी चेंजेस, अपनी जॉब एलिमेंट के अंदर बहुत सारी चेंजेस कर पाएंगी, या इस मीटिंग के अंदर आप वो बातें कन्वे कर पाएंगे कि मुझे ये इश्यूज़ हैं और ये मुझे रिजॉल्व चाहिए, और वो फिर रिजॉल्व होते हुए भी यहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं. द कार्ड ऑफ अल्टीमेट रेजोल्यूशन और द कार्ड ऑफ सेलिब्रेशन इज बीइंग शोन ओवर हियर इन द 3rd स्पेस फॉलोइंग बाय द डेविल कार्ड, मीनिंग दैट पहले से ट्रिपल आई वुड से दैट स्ट्रॉन्गर और मोर पावरफुल पोजिशन के अंदर जो हैं वो आप यहाँ पे जो है वो दिख रही हैं. दिस इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बी a level up for you or a step up for you, especially after this meeting. That was your 3 card reading, Mr. Bean. I hope this reading gives you some insight and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right. Maliha's payment for a 3-card reading has been received. Rajunit, please add Maliha to the queue for a 3-card reading. Shamsi, we are going to do your reading now. Mr. Bean is a walkie, which is why she just scored 1, 2, and 3 points. Shamsi is also a walkie, which is why they have just scored 1, 2, and 3 points. The walkies are leading the members 30-18 tonight. A lot of back-to-back readings lined up on this Saturday night. All right. Let me put up Shamsi's name on the board. And Shamsi is asking, I want to know about marriage and when will it happen and if chances are for love or arranged marriage. All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Bean is saying thank you, Shaheer. Wow, उन शैतानों से उम्मीद तो कोई नहीं. All right, but we are seeing a lot of positive signs over here. Ghulam Mustafa Music is saying, what's the procedure for reading? बहुत simple है. You just have to bank transfer the amount onto these bank details over here. और जो amount है वो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. If you want a 3-card reading, उसके चार्जेस 10,000 रुपीज़ हैं, 1 कार्ड की 5,000 रुपीज़ है, 7 कार्ड की 20,000 रुपीज़ हैं. बैंक डिटेल्स ऊपर मेंशन है. यहाँ पर जैसी बैंक ट्रांसफर करेंगे आपको क्यू में ऐड कर दिया जाएगा. Shamsi, we are seeing if this is going to be a love marriage or an arranged marriage. Let's see. 1 card has jumped out and we're getting the Fool in the present over here. So it is very likely that this is going to be resulting into two things over here. There are chances of an arranged marriage, all right. There are chances of an arranged marriage. However, it is also pointing towards the fact that if you are going to be traveling, if you are somebody who's about to travel or go somewhere, because this is a traveling card, you are going to be meeting someone who is going to be then putting you in this marriage situation. All right. So either we are approaching it from a travel point of view, Shamsi. If you are not traveling and if you're sitting at home, then what is happening is that this is definitely leading to an arranged marriage. But the card of motherhood is being shown over here, which is the Empress over here. So very strong validation and indication towards the fact that yes, you are becoming a mother and you're getting married. However, I'm seeing that either through travel it is resulting into marriage, or it is going to be an arranged marriage. From what I'm seeing, you are somebody who is very well, I would say, equipped or have arrived at the right time, or perhaps mindfully ready to go into a marriage. So all that on your end is already set to go, and you are perfectly walking into motherhood right now. This is also an indication of just you swiftly moving into that energy of becoming a mother finally and having your own family. So there are more indications toward an arranged marriage. However, it is going to be a fruitful marriage that is going to set you free in the ways that you have been wanting to be. That was your 3 card reading, Ashamsi. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. Ghulam Mustafa Music कह रहे हैं it's too costly, and what's the proof that it's going to be true or not? I think you should do your research, and your comment is also gone. But I think you should do your research into who I am, and just Google my name and you will know if what I do is correct, or if it's incorrect or inaccurate, I would say. So you will see a lot of video clips of me online, and not once have I been wrong in reading anyone's thoughts or energy. So what else do I say? Anyway, let's see. People are saying, Shamsi saying, thanks Shaheer, you are most welcome. Kim is saying, will the number of destiny session will happen? Kim, I don't see it happening tonight, because I just am not seeing the energy in me right now to do numbers of destiny. However, Kim, you're the only one who's asking. So if you comment a number, Kim, just for you, I will give you a 1 card message. All right. Because whenever we do numbers of destiny, we don't have enough members right now who all comment the numbers. So it's always 1 or 2, 3 people. So Kim, if you comment a number, I will give you a 1 card message. All right, let's see who is next in line in the queue. We have Maliha Chaudhary for a 3-card reading. Maliha, if you're watching, please comment your question, and we are going to do your reading. Maliha, if you're watching, please comment your question. Junaid is asking, when will next Spaceship podcast upload? Junaid, it is going to be uploaded in the next 2 to 3 days. Osman Sayyid is saying, hello Shaheer bhai, looking for a 7-card reading tonight. Can you do that tonight if I make international payment right now? Yes, absolutely. You can book a 7-card reading tonight. You can absolutely do that. Kim is saying 21. Kim, the message for you today is you're getting the most perfect card in all of tarot, which is the World. So the message for you today, Kim, is that you need to go outdoors and spend some time around nature. That is what I would say. Something beautiful is awaiting you, or is about to happen in your life. You just need to go outdoors. All right, Malia is saying, where is the guy I will end up getting married, and when will I meet him? I feel he is not in Pakistan. Hota to mil chuka hota. How will I meet him? Hope this counts as one question. All right. Let's see. see. This reading is for Maliha. It's a 3-card reading, and here we go.
It's time for a 3-card reading.
Ooh, all right. The guy who you are thinking about. पहली बात तो ये है कि हमें यहाँ पे आपके पहले कार्ड में दिख रहा है मलिहा दैट यू हैव व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट गाइज और व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट लव और व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट relationships, your mind goes to many different scenarios, perhaps which you have gone through yourself in the past. So it is not just one thing, it presents a lot of memories from the past which we are seeing in your mind space over here. तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीज़ें जहाँ जिसके थ्रू आप गुजर चुकी हैं, and you have such a big heart and you are so daring and you are so full of love and emotion that you are still marching on and walking into this and going into this situation. Kim is saying, Shaheer, you know how to win hearts, and thank you for giving me a 1-card message. You are most welcome, Kim. Of course, I would do that for you any day. So पहली बात तो मलिहा में आपके बारे में दिखती है कि आपका दिल बहुत बड़ा है. You are very brave, all right, and you are so full of love and emotion, all right, which is definitely being displayed in the first card over here. In the present, what we are seeing is that we are being presented with the card of isolation. So you are asking about a person which you have not been in contact with, but there is a person and they are appearing over here very much so. So you are talking about nobody being here. However, there is one person that is on your mind that perhaps you're wanting to connect with, that you have not connected with for a while. All right, and they're being represented over here in this card. So there is someone in your mind, but perhaps you are not wanting to talk about them, but they are very much there. The cards are indicating towards that person, perhaps the person who's coming into your mind right now. We're talking about that person, and in the future, what I'm seeing is that in the future, it is going to be at the end of the day, it is going to be you who will have to keep your eyes open and see whoever is putting the most effort for you. You're getting the card of justice, meaning that at the end of the day, you are going to be the one who will have to put in 50% of the effort in the situation, and then the other 50% should come in from the guy's end also. What ends up happening usually in your cases is that you put in 100%, which leaves no space for the other party to put in their effort, and that is how you end up giving away extra energy, and that is when the seesaw perhaps is disbalanced and then everything falls off. So you need to leave some room for the guy to make a move, perhaps, or for the guy to put in their input or show their interest, but you definitely have to make what is being shown over here, to make the first move, because you are the one who is inquiring regarding the situation. If you're going to do that, it is going to result into perhaps the beginning of a beautiful relationship. But जो आपने बात करी है कि यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है, I believe that there is a person who is being shown over here. Perhaps you are not, you have not really tapped into them as much as you should have. That was your 3-card reading. I hope this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right, that was a 3-card reading for Maliha, guys. I believe that we have done all the readings over here. Osman Sayyed. Oh my God, people are still booking readings. I really am wanting to go. Shamsi is saying, I have done another payment for 3-card reading. Shamsi's payment has been received for a 3-card reading. Guys, if you are watching, even Osman Sayyed, If you can quickly book the reading, please do it because I have to go now. I have to go. We will do Shamsi's reading. And while I'm doing Shamsi's reading, if we are going to receive Osman's reading at school, if not, then we will do it in the next session. Maliha is saying, thank you. You are most welcome, Maliha. You are always welcome here. So, Shamsi, please comment your question and we will do your reading. But energy wise, guys, I am now pretty tired. So, Osman, if you want, you can also book for the next session if it's going to take some time. सैयद फसी कह रहे हैं अजलान भाई के साथ आपकी लेटेस्ट पॉडकास्ट कब आ रही है? अगले 3 दिन में आ जाएगी, अगले 3 दिन में आ जाएगी होपफुली. Shamsi, if you're watching, please comment your question. Shamsi, if you're watching, please comment your question. Shamsi saying, my question is, what is expected month and year of for my marriage? Shameen Zara is saying, once payment is done, do I share screenshot here or what? Shameen, when your payment is done, you will simply message here in the comment that I have paid, and then I will check on my end that your payment has been received, and then your reading will begin. However, Shameen, I have ended the session right now. So you can make a booking and then the reading will be done in the Wednesday session. You can book in advance because I am energy wise exhausted right now, which is why I'm not going to do any more readings. However, you can come in, you can join in the Wednesday session. You can book in advance right now. You can send in your question. We will note down your question, but your reading will then be done in the Wednesday session. And Usman Sayyed, if you're watching, I will do one more reading and then I will be off as I have still not received the booking from you. So even if you do the payment right now, we will do it in the Wednesday session. Your reading, because it is 7 card reading, we will do it in the Wednesday session. All right. So we are doing Shamsi's payment right now. Sorry, Shamsi's reading right now, and Usman has booked the reading. All right, we'll just do Usman's reading. The payment has come through. All right, Shamsi is asking, relationship currently is just not going well, and I just want to know if I should keep putting in effort or let it be. All right, let's see. First card has jumped out over here. Second card. Usman, if you're watching, please comment your question for a 7 card reading. तो पहली बात तो ये है शामजी, मैं आपको फ़ौरन ही बता दूं कि आपके फ्यूचर के अंदर कार्ड ऑफ स्ट्रगल और फोर्स आ रहा है, मतलब कि यू आर गोइंग टू बी द वन हु इज़ ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी पुटिंग इन अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट इनटू दिस रिलेशनशिप, इवन मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द फ्यूचर. तो अगर आप चाह रही हैं ऐसे रिलेशनशिप में रहना, अभी मैंने आपके दोनों कार्ड खोले भी नहीं यहाँ पे, लेकिन मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ दैट ये डिफ़िकल्टीज जो हैं वो आपको हो रही होंगी. ये कार्ड रिप्रेजेंट करेगा आपकी पर्सनैलिटी, हु यू आर एज अ पर्सन, एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू डिस्क्राइब द लाइफ ऑफ योर रिलेशनशिप और हाउ द रिलेशनशिप हैज़ बिन सो फार. दिस कार्ड ओवर हियर. सो ये आपका रिलेशनशिप का तौर तरीका बताएगा, कैसा रिलेशनशिप आपको फील कराता है, आप खुद कौन हैं. आपके फ्यूचर के अंदर मुझे दिख रहा है कि ये स्ट्रगल हो रही है, ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी फोर्सिंग द रिलेशनशिप ऑन टू दिस पर्सन. You or your energy is being shown as somebody who's very open, very fluid, very like, you know, just hitting the point of ultimate flow in terms of transparency, trust, love and affection. Everything is there from your end. However, being in this relationship, we are getting the death card, and even the death card is appearing upside down. So it's even worse than what this card would entail. That is what I'm seeing over here. So Shamsi, regarding all these cards, what the inclination towards is that definitely save yourself and step out of this energy and what this person is putting you forward, because even in the future, high chances and indication कि आप हमेशा force कर रही होंगी relationship इस शख्स के ऊपर. They are not going to be making the effort. That was your 3 card reading. I hope that this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right, Usman, your payment has been received for a 7 card reading. Please comment your question, and then we will begin with your reading, Usman. If anybody is watching right now, if you book a reading now, your reading will be done on Wednesday. I am not doing any more readings now. I'm just doing one last 7 card reading for Usman because I am very, very tired. And if my energy is telling me to stop, then I will just not continue with the readings, because these readings take out a lot from me. Even though it does not seem like it, it just seems like I'm just talking. But these messages, the reason why they're accurate and the place where they're coming from is causing me to deplete my energy a lot. Usman, if you're watching, please comment your question so we can get started with your 7 card reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 41 points for the Walkies, members leading by 18. Usman keh rahe hain, my question tonight is about my financial situation. Where is it going and my growth in car dealership company? I have an appointment on Monday also. Am I getting married? And I have a lot to prepare. All right. Shamji Singh, thanks for the clarity. You are most welcome. नेक्स्ट सेशन कब है? नेक्स्ट सेशन वेडनेसडे को है. मेरे सेशंस हर हफ्ते होते हैं. वेडनेसडे और सैटरडे मेरे दिन हैं. तो आप कभी भी वेडनेसडे और सैटरडे को आके यूट्यूब पे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. 9:30-10 बजे मेरा जो शो है वो स्टार्ट हो जाता है हर वेडनेसडे और सैटरडे को. तो आप कभी भी आके ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. बैंक ट्रांसफ़र करें इस डिटेल पे. और वेडनेसडे वाले दिन अगर आप चाहें तो एडवांस में रीडिंग बुक करके मुझे अपना क्वेश्चन इंस्टाग्राम पे इनबॉक्स कर दें, ताकि शो जो है वो आपकी रीडिंग से ही स्टार्ट हो. और मैं अपने सारे शो जो है वो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अगर आपने रीडिंग बुक कर ली तो आपको लाइव ही देखना पड़ेगा और मिस हो गया तो मिस हो गया. मैं अपने सारे शो पोस्ट करता हूँ. तो आप लिटरली एडवांस में रीडिंग बुक करें, अपना क्वेश्चन मुझे इनबॉक्स करें, फिर उसके बारे में भूल जाएं, बाद में जाके रिकॉर्डिंग देख लें, तो आपकी रीडिंग ऑन ऑर्डर आपको मिल जाती है इस तरीके से. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि लाइव आप जो हैं वो ज्वाइन करें. अब हम उस्मान की जो है वो 7 कार्ड रीडिंग इस वक्त जो है वो कर रहे हैं. लेट्स सी उस्मान. Usman is saying, do we have to book the reading manually after making the payment? नहीं भाई, आपकी reading start हो गई है Usman. You don't have to do anything else. Let's switch to the big boy table over here. We're doing a 7 card reading for Usman. तो पहली बात तो ये है कि काम जो है वो कैसा रहेगा, इस कार डीलरशिप कंपनी में ग्रोथ है कि नहीं है. तो पहली चीज़ तो ये है कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने को मिल रही हैं. ये बिल्कुल परफेक्ट scenario है. Usman, your payment has been received, dude. Stop worrying. Your reading has started. I've already received your payment. Stop worrying about the payment. So this is the perfect place for you to be shining up your skills, Usman. You are in the perfect place right now. You are learning a lot and you are definitely gaining a lot in terms of experience and knowledge, which is allowing you to make the connections with the right people. So even though you're talking about a car dealership, even though you're talking about, if your financial situation is going to improve a lot, it is definitely going to improve a lot. But even your overall ability to connect with people, the way you are, how you communicate, just your personality wise, how you, and the kind of person you're, the kind of people you're connecting to, or the kind of relationships you're making through this car dealership is allowing you to go further than you are perhaps thinking or imagining, by perhaps dealing with the people who are allowing you or becoming stepping stones to be gaining that amount of courage, money, knowledge in terms of the kind of work that you're wanting to do. वो सब चीज़ें मुझे यहाँ पे होती हुई दिख रही हैं. So this is the perfect place for you to nourish yourself and perhaps walk forward. Now regarding the fact that you are getting married, you are feeling a bit overwhelmed by this whole situation, but however, you are, even though you might have some kind of support, but in your heart you're feeling like you have a lot to accomplish by yourself. So this feeling of doing everything on your own. Will I be able to do it? Will I not be able to do it? Well, it's almost like the hand of God is on your shoulder right now, and you will notice, Usman, and remember I said this, that it's almost like you are going to want to do something and it will be done. It's almost going to be like that because you're getting the card of miracles over here. So the card of possibility, the card of ultimate control, just by willing things into existence and getting that help. And even money wise, I'm seeing that there are no hiccups and everything is just flowing smoothly in terms of marriage and getting this wedding event done, and everything is going to be flowing extremely smoothly for you. So this is also falling into a lot of place. I know that there are a lot of worries on your mind, in the mind space, I'm seeing that, but everything is becoming a possibility for you just by you thinking about it. And there is ultimate stability. There's ultimate stability, which I'm seeing. So there are no moments where you are feeling, okay, oh my God, this is going to be a lot for me to, like bite onto, and how will I do this? All those worries are going away, and this is the beginning of your beautiful relationship with this woman over here, who is going to make you a father and who is going to introduce that next chapter in your life, which is going to end up being the most beautiful chapter, which you have no idea that you're about to walk into, the way that you are going to be shown through the eyes and the mind of this woman. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Definitely everything I see over here is aligning, is working out for you. The thing that you are feeling overwhelmed about, the thing that you are perhaps feeling that, oh my God, how is it going to happen? Those things are actually all falling into place. And that was your 7-card reading, Usman. I hope that this reading gives you some insight, and I hope this reading gives you some peace. All right, guys, that was our session. That was our session for tonight. Also, the camera has shut off very, very timely by itself. So that tells us that things are meant to be the way that they are, and they have ended exactly as I ended Usman's reading. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining in. My name is Shaheer Knows.
The following program contains live psychic.
My name is Shaheer Knows, and let's do this again sometime.
If you enjoyed tonight's live session, please hit subscribe and click the bell icon so that you're notified whenever the next session begins. We look forward to your questions in the next episode of Shaheer Knows Live.